We're gonna do a song that you never heard before. The volume.
Hear the drummer get wicked. Here we go again.
And sending in my brother from another mother.
What's good, bro?
Man, I am sitting here, man, dealing with these holiday streets. Let me ask you though. So I meant to ask you this though, man. Do you have this particular year? Do you have any particular big like wish list items that you would say, oh, it'd be dope if somebody got me these?
Bro, I want the Shea Gilgis Alexander City jersey for 2024-25. That's like the bucket list of what I want. And the funny thing is, I told Sarah, but due just present current circumstance, I don't know that that's going to be the case. But I mean, who knows? But no, that's the one. And then obviously, I can never go wrong because shoot, Nike right now got the dope. They got dunks on sale, like right and left. They got some dunks I just put in my wish list that they almost look like the Bart Simpsons. I'm gonna send you a picture of them, but yeah. That's like that. Like I said, the Shea Gilgis Alexander 2024-25 City
You
jersey.
talk about these?
No, bro, that ain't.
This one here.
See right now, no. That's what I'm talking about. You ain't no real Thunder fan, because that's the sunset jerseys that we've been wearing for years. It's so each year, each team gets a city jersey. So they typically do them for like on
That was
Friday.
the first one that popped up.
What?
That was the first one that popped up on there.
Yeah, but that ain't the city jersey though. That's what I'm saying. That's the sunset jersey.
Hold on. You talking about hold on.
It looks like this.
Ah, okay. All right. That's straight.
Yeah, I like the design on the side of it, whatever like that. But now I gotta show you these dunks though. Yo, bro, let me ask you a question. No, I want to wait till after the music to ask you that. But I'm pulling
Well,
up.
let's get that music then cranked up.
All right, let's get it.
It doesn't matter what your name is.
Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast of all time. The Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast
If you
of all time.
smell what the rock. It doesn't matter what your name is.
Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast of all time.
And listen, if you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe to the Slash Brothers YouTube and Facebook pages. We're live on both platforms at the same time. You click on the notification, you click on the bell, you get the heads up whenever your boys is doing their thing. Hey, Kennedy.
So those are the dunks that I'm talking about.
That orange?
Yeah, it's got an orange, but then it bleeds into a yellow. But it's got the blue on it. I mean, these almost could look like the Thunder dunks, to be honest.
Yeah, so I was about to say they look like they would go with everything OKC Thunder base.
Absolutely, they fire to me because they real simple. They are kind of just plain, but I think they dope. But
I want to ask you this though. Go ahead.
No, you good? No, because mine gonna go into something.
So I meant to ask you, since you brought up the shoes, I always wonder when it comes to like the trendiness and how it is here versus maybe in other places, right? So like out here, right, all the kids are into the runners, right? Nike Vomeros are big here, but specifically like New Balances and Asics basically are like the thing. And when I went into the stores, just shopping around, most of them have like a silver, foil kind of color on it. Is that what you typically see out there as well?
So I started to see, I saw a couple people wearing the silver shoe. Yeah, it's a Nike. I don't know what Tari got, because Tari got it. And I've seen him wear it. I saw some other people wearing it. So it seems like that's the one. But yeah, everybody's into like the New Balance 9060s right now out here.
Love the New Balance 9060s.
Yeah. Asics, I haven't seen. I know that's a popular shoe, but I haven't seen many people wearing it out here. It's mostly New Balance, and people are wearing runners, or and of course, I guess last year's shoe was the Dunk, which is why it's so affordable now, because that was kind of last year's shoe. But I see a lot of people wearing any variation of Dunks. But yeah, definitely the New Balance is like what's popping right now.
For me, this was funny to me though, bro, because I think you and I know this, but I've been a New Balance head for forever. I've been a New Balance head since high school,
Yeah.
right? And so then it's like the New Balance did fall off for a little bit. And even when they fell off, whatever their dope sneaker was, I still had the one, but they fell off for a hot minute. And so I think that that's the funny thing to me is to see how even now, how it's like an end, like a trendy thing. I never would have thought that that would have been the case. But I was the same way with ASICs. Like I was real big on ASIC Gel 3s, like maybe 9 years ago, if that though, man. And I had a couple of different ASICs that I was just like, whoa. So now to see the true runner, like the running shoes, because like I remember like when New Balances back in the day when they used to cost like 150, and it was because they were like made of like I think they said like they was made of like this suede or kangaroo skin, and they were super 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 efficient for running. And the same with Aces, they were truly runners, and nobody was rocking them just to be styling them and everything. So I think it's funny to me how, and again, these are basically that I look at as shoes that are from the '90s, and I just be like, what are these boys these days? These new kids want to relive the '90s so bad, though, bro, so bad.
Speaking of that, so a friend of mine, we were walking, and he said, "Let me ask you a mind." He said, "So the '70s have a distinct style, the '80s does, the '90s, and even the 2000s. But what do like the 10s and the 20s have? Like like what is their thing? Because like you said, it's coming back around to like
I think the tens to me are the skinny jeans. The
okay,
skinnies were the tens, and that's the one thing I would give them is the skinny jeans. All right, even though technically you can kind of say that that was like '80s from rock, but for black folks rocking skinnies, definitely that was like the teens, 2000 teens.
yeah,
But it's weird because now these new, what I'm saying, these new like Landon's age group, I think that these boys, like I'll tell my bro, if you go through the mall and you see a bunch of teens, it blows me away how many Tupac shirts I see, all the baggy pants, all the Biggie shirts I see, all the Sade shirts I see, all the Aaliyah shirts I see. It's all the TLC shirts I see. It's like a literally it's them and I'll laugh because I'll tell Landon, I'll be like, yo, I say, I'm pretty sure I got a picture somewhere of me wearing an outfit just like the one that you got on right now, though, right? From when I was your same age, though, bro. But they and I like it, but
mhm.
there's just certain stuff from the '90s that I'm not going back to, though.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't going back to straight leg jeans, bro. I can't do it. Here's the thing: I just ordered some pants from Old Navy, right? Because I'm looking for new. Like I've been a Rue 21 jean dude forever, and Rue 21 is like gone, right? So I was like, all right. I started wearing some Old Navy stuff. I was like, okay, it has the right fit, like the right fit, right? But I ordered, and I guess I didn't see that one of the pants that I ordered was straight, was the boot. I took, bro, as soon as I opened the package, I took them right to Old Navy and got my money back. I was like,
Hey, all of Landon's pants, all of the pants that he got are basically either straight leg and they're extra baggy. They're basically extra baggy with their boot cut, right? It's straight looking like I said, Landon. I say if I didn't, I say if money wasn't an issue, I think that Landon's fashion sense would look very much like Shay's. It's more along the side. It's real baggy, and this is my thing. I guess for me, even in the early 2000s, like that was when I started really lifting and got bigger, right? And so when I was getting swole up and then the styles were still big then, it was like, all right, I was bigger and I had baggier clothes. It was straight. And then I was just like, nah, now that I done got slimmed down, I'm not gonna go bigger after I done got skinnier though, right? So I'm like, nah, I'm not doing it though, man. The one thing I still never gone full skinny
I was
jeans
just about to
ever.
say that. You will not
Yeah.
wear the skinny jeans.
I've never gone full skinny, but I did have some pants, that one pair of pants that technically are skinny. They're not as skinny on the calves though, right? But I think the one thing that's funny to me though, man, is that the one thing I don't want, the reason why I couldn't go with the extra baggy look now is because to me it's a look that's so associated with such a young crowd that there's no reason for me and Landon to be dressed the same though, bro. Not we might have some same pieces and wear them differently, but we can't be dressed alike.
Yeah, that is a bigger gap because I'm thinking like me and Deuce sometimes be in the same fit, and it don't be planned, but it's just the style, right? But I couldn't see like if even shoot because Layla just turned 17 and Carla, I couldn't see if they were boys that we would be wearing the same stuff. Like that's too far.
Nah,
Yeah.
nah, it's too much, and that's why I'm just like there's I ain't trying to be a forever young 40-year-old. Like it's cool enough that I feel like I look younger than my age, but I'm not trying to dress it. I'm not. I don't want that to be the reason why people think that. Oh, because I know what I think when I see when I see a unk and I see unk out here dressing still like he 20, 18. Come on, bro. Like nah. Stop it.
Yeah. Charlie, what are we doing about these flying Escalades that's flying over everybody's houses? I know you done went down a deep dive. Uh what's going on with these drones, bro? These SUV sized drones.
This is news to me. I've never heard this. I heard that I vaguely heard it, but I
Okay.
never saw it.
Okay. So people in New Jersey, in I think New York, somewhere in that area, they're
Yeah.
seeing these SUV sized drones fly over stuff. Like they didn't flew over Mar-a-Lago, they didn't flew over people's houses, and you got like people with their cell phone footage of like, yo, what is this? So they tried to come out and say they were manned crafts, and so people was like, who's manning them? And why are they flying over stuff like one of them flew over like an army, a military installation? Uh, so they're SUV sized drones that have been flying over these spaces. And I'm telling you, gonna go on a deep dive on TikTok about it. But I just knew you had been in it because I figured I was like, oh yeah, his conspiracy theory brain, he would have been all over the place with this. But
You got listen. I'm looking at it, and it is right up my alley.
yeah, but people are like, if it was aliens, why would they just be flying over Jersey though? Like Jersey, like really Jersey? That's where y'all gonna start at? Like all these other places, but you gonna fly over Jersey? That's it's
Well,
so disrespectful.
maybe they flying over Jersey. Maybe there are some Giants fans that's flying over the Giant owner's house because they still pissed off that they paid Daniel Jones all that money and let him go, and now that whole team is playing like trash.
I guess, but yeah.
I do see a huge drone. It is a big one. No, this is news to me though, man.
So, according to X, they're saying that whoever the security guy or whatever they're saying that these are China-based drones that are collecting intelligence on the United States. That was kind of their report. Let me see because it should be the last thing I looked at on X. Yeah, it says let's see. Hold on, because that thing just was there and then went away. Breaking news. It says drones spotted over New Jersey, New York are spy drones from China, according to the House Foreign Affairs Committee Chairman Michael McCall. So that's what they're saying it is.
Hey, listen, I thought, if anything, though, what I'm very surprised at the most American thing that couldn't happen to the South, because somebody would shot one of them things down, though, bro.
I'm just wondering why they haven't been and why they haven't, like, maybe it's interesting to know. I mean, what would you do if you saw one in the A, bro, like flying over your house?
We shooting it down. We shooting it down, bro. We shooting it down. They gonna have to shoot back out here. These young boys out here, though, man, they gonna up the switch on them boys, though, man.
Yeah, that's
Now, I'm
crazy.
not gonna if I see listen, if I see a drone, and listen, if I got my weapon, who knows, man? Like, nah, I'm like, listen, we can talk about afterwards if something happens, but nah, man, I'm not gonna just sit here and have you now. Here
Okay.
we keep the things on us.
Well, I definitely am intrigued to hear what you say after you dive into it, because I know you're gonna go on the TikTok rant on that one.
And I'm out. It already got me. It already got me searching. Yeah.
So let me ask you this, bro. What is Drake gonna do, bro? So according to some reports, Big Boy did an interview with Wayne. No, Skip Bayless. Sorry, Big Boy. Wayne did an interview with Skip Bayless, and Skip Bayless was asking him about the flow that the song, and basically Wayne said he basically called Kendrick and was like, "Yo, big ups, bro. Kill it. Go out there and kill it. Do your thing. That's the ops, bro." What is Drake doing about this, bro?
I think that this is the thing. I look at it like this. Okay. This
It's tough.
it's just something that nobody's ever did. It's such an unprecedented thing that nobody that I've ever seen in hip hop has done this, where you take an L and then you basically get the law involved, right? Like, I understand that you're suing, but you're taking it to courts. You're getting the law involved. And see, part of this thing that makes me this is the thing that just makes me kind of mad about this is because I see a lot of people, and I almost try to defend Drake up until a certain point, because people make it seem like Drake isn't of the culture, and that's the reason why he doesn't know any better. When I feel like, well, when you say of the culture, like maybe a Black American culture, I don't know, but I'm thinking like I don't know how different being Black in Canada is versus being Black here, but he's in hip hop culture, so he has to know how frowned upon this is. And the fact that he's still moving forward with this whole thing, though, bro, it's almost like it's like if I brought this to you and said, you know what, hey, guess what, bro? I'm about to sue these people, though, bro. I'm about to sue. I would look for you to tell me, if you let me go through with it, that you thought that this was a good idea. But I also would expect for you to be like, hell no, bro, no, that ain't what we do. Right? But
I mean,
seeing that when I think of the we, there are people who think Drake isn't included into the we, and that's the reason why he don't know any better.
well, you and I had a similar, not so similar conversation earlier this week about some stuff, right?
Sure.
And I said, listen, I don't think you should move this way, right? That we shouldn't move this way. And so we had a conversation similar to that, not
Sure.
to the extent, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But taking it a step further, though, your man's the dude that brought you on, Wayne, talked to your ops and basically said, Like, what are we doing about that though? Like,
See, I look at this.
because Drake, we just saw him call DeMar DeRozan all kind of bands.
Wussies.
Yeah, a band. Called him a band.
Okay, he did call him a band. This is the thing. See, I look at it like this. Okay, I honestly think that Wayne was taking the approach because Wayne has songs with Kendrick, and I don't think that. And listen, I think that Drake has been subliminally and low key throwing shots for years. And I think that even despite that, Wayne still did a song with Kendrick, right? So I think that Wayne took the standpoint of it's not a beat, that I'm gonna jump out there in unless I'm clearly brought in. Because here's the thing about it. If you're Drake and you feel like you have to, because think about the amount of L's that you would be taking, right? So you've already taken all these L's when it comes to the Kendrick thing. But if Wayne comes in, and let's say that Wayne, hypothetically speaking, if Wayne comes in and just demolishes Kendrick, right? Demolishes Kendrick. And let's say that's a best case scenario, he demolishes him. It still makes Drake look like, oh yeah, you had to call your daddy to get in. You had to get the big homie to jump in. Like it's a no-win situation. But even then, I honestly feel like, bro, that Drake reached out because that Wayne reached out to Kendrick because I don't think that Wayne looked at Drake's ops like they're his ops. I don't think he inherited the beefs.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is Drake is one of those clear line in the sand type dudes. Like, if you rocking with him, you're not rocking with me. That's the whole thing of DeMar DeRozan, right? Like, you were playing for Toronto, you were playing for the Raptors, and you on stage with that guy. That's why he got called a band. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why it's the same thing. Why he he unfollowed LeBron James. Why he like that's what I'm saying. It was a clear line in the sand. If you rocking with this guy, you can't rock with me. That's where Drake has been. So what I'm saying is the guy that brings
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The guy that brings you in is talking to the ops and like, yo, go do your thing, bro, and whoop de whoop. Like,
I think that if it was anybody else, Wayne would have had the same approach, right? And I get that it's that
Kendrick,
scenario, right? It's Kendrick,
right?
I just think that in the end, though, bro, this is the way I look at it. I think that to me there was clear mutual respect for Kendrick and Wayne for Kendrick to say Wayne's name specifically, right? And I think that in the fact that they've done songs together, I think that it truly, to me, without knowing anything in behind the scenes, I honestly feel like it was just really a matter of Wayne just saying, I'm not gonna inherit this particular beef.
But here's the thing. He didn't have to say anything though. He didn't have to call him though.
I think he no. I think he did. He called him on the Super Bowl thing, not about the Drake beef thing. That's different to me.
I understand, but it's the connection though, right? It's what I'm saying is Drake is the one that has the clear line in the sand, right? I understand that Wayne's not operating like that, right? It's almost like when Wayne and Birdman was going at it, and Rick Ross was like, "Bro, you need to pay that man," right? People took stances on who, like, look, I'm rocking with this person, and this is where I'm at. And you would think that Wayne, the one that brought in Drake, would, again, he could have just said, when Skip asked him about the rap, he could have still said what he said. It's the fact that he talked to Kendrick though. That's where I think the difference is, because he still could have got across like, look, I ain't take no disrespect in the line. I didn't hear it, but people was tagging me in it, and so when I heard it, I took it as this, and this. He could have still said all of that, but it's the fact that he reached out and talked to Kendrick, and that's where it's like, if I'm Drake, I'm just like, ugh.
I don't know, bro. That's to me, that's like this. That's like if we had a mutual friend, right? And let's just say if you fell out with that mutual friend,
We
do
we
you
have a
ex-
we have a real life scenario of this.
we have a real life scenario of this, right? But even then, let's say in the real life, if that mutual friend, let's say if me and that mutual friend fell out, right? And you knew all of the reasons behind the fallout, right? Do you think that I would expect for you, Ace Kennedy, my brother from another mother, to just say, I'm done with him too then? As long as Charlie ain't rocking with him, I ain't rocking with him. On any level. On social media, I'm not going to follow you. I'm not going to follow you on Twitter. I'm not going to follow you on TikTok, on Facebook. I'm done as long as Charlie done.
I don't think you would. I don't think that at all. But I also don't think
Okay.
you would be suing UMG either. You know what I'm saying? That what I'm saying is Drake is different. Like he's been acting light skinned for a long time. So
For a long time, bro.
so what I'm saying is none of these actions are surprising, but at the same time they are happening. We saw this in real time with DeMar DeRozan on live TV. You know what I'm saying? Like you got your name shouted out in the video, and you was at the concert, and you was in the video. You're dead to me. Like that's the way Drake was acting.
You can, but see, that's what I think about it. It's such a light skinned female thing that to me it's like it can just be. That's what I think that's the part that gets me the most. Is if somebody's just dead to you, you got to make a formal announcement. You can say it. You got to let them know it. You got to emphasize it. Because to me, the minute that you go the lengths that Drake has gone, you come across like a scorned female. You come across and say, "Oh, you hurt me to my core." That's what the females will say. "Oh, you burned my soul when that happened." This is my thing though, bro. My thing is that nobody around him is saying this because what I'm wondering is that but like I said, when people make it seem like when it comes to Kendrick now, and I've never seen this take, it seems like people look at Drake like he's a guest, like he's not one of us. And it's like, no, he's a black dude rapping. He's not a black American rapper. And when I look at people talk about Drake and this distinguishment between him and Kendrick specifically, it's just they make it seem like Drake is this guest who's kind of overstaying his welcome. I never thought that was the case with me. I never thought that was the case with anybody else that he's had these little subs with, bro. And not with Kanye, not with none of them though, bro. So I don't know, man. But I think that when it comes to Wayne in particular, I think that it's just that. I think that Wayne and Kendrick probably were friends or good associates before him and Drake had actual beef. And I think that Wayne is just figuring like I'm not gonna inherit that particular one for someone who I'm a mutual friend with.
Yeah. What else you got?
We talked about listen, we did talk about the Jay-Z, right? Did we talk about
Yeah,
that last week?
we did, but there's an update. so
Talk about that.
so basically the accuser did an interview. I don't remember which broadcast network, ABC, CBS, whoever, somebody. And they, of course, had her off camera so she wouldn't be recognized. But very, very defamatory to her case with this interview because she was saying stuff like, I called my dad afterwards and she, and this house with, was white and was this and, with these particular details. And it took about 20 minutes to get there from here. And I was able to hop in a limo here, blah, 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 blah. So after the interview, the broadcast company is okay. Well, you mentioned names, so we gonna call and verify your story. Her dad was like, I don't remember that. Like he said, I got a lot going on, but I thought I would have remembered. I would have remembered if something like that happened. And so then Jay-Z's lawyers they already own it, bruh. They had a press
Johnny on the spot.
Yeah. They brought in a bunch of people from the press, gave them packets, and basically was like, here's all the inconsistencies that we have and why we're gonna go and ask the judge to dismiss the case. And even the girl came out and said, listen, some of my details might be spotty, but the fact is this, and this happened, right? And so they were like, listen, Diddy doesn't even own a house that's in this particular area that you talked about. And you're talking about it took 20 minutes to get from here and here. But if you was at the awards, it would take this long. And then there was no, you talking about you saw something on the Jumbotron, but there wasn't even the Jumbotron used. And like they have went and got these details about it. And they basically like, listen, bro, we told you from day one, we was not the ones that y'all wanted to play with. And so since y'all wanted to go there, we using everything. And then don't sleep, because there will be repercussions for you filing on us. We going the defamation route right after that. What's up?
You know who I'm not seeing talking about Jay-Z no more? Jaguar Wright. They hit the when she went on what's it where Morgan Pierce went on this show and said all these things that were defaming for the boy Jay-Z and Beyonce, right? And then they hit her with them papers, right? And even after these updates, I haven't heard. She's been quiet as a church mouse since then. And my thing is that she basically made it seem like no, she got people who she knew for certain, two people that she got lined up, like she did some investigative research and said, no, these people I got on standby, they ready to go. And she has said zip since then, though, bro. So, and listen, man, I do like that, in the end, you and I, we say this all the time. We don't want to make light of a victim, but at the same time, I'm always going to be an advocate for somebody defending themselves for whatever measures that they need to when somebody have these kind of accusations over.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So I like that they swinging back. You know what I'm saying? Because it's crazy that, you know what I'm saying, this should be right now. This should be Blue Ivy's moment. You know what I'm saying? Mufasa is on the way out, and they trying to be out in support of her, out doing the premieres and stuff like that. And when people see Jay-Z, what do you think they want to ask him about?
Well, not just that though. Did you see that didn't help? I'm not gonna lie. Did you see that there was that something popped up that Beyonce was changing the last name? She was going back to Knowles. I was like, wait, what? That was factual though, so I was just like, why is she seemingly trying to disassociate herself with being a Carter? Which is crazy because then all your kids got Carter as the last name. So I was just like, I didn't understand that part of it. But yeah, that popped up though. That was a thing. Yeah, real crazy. Yeah, real crazy. Meanwhile, she did get some type of diamond award for like a couple of her singles from this last album, which is real cool.
Yeah, that's dope.
Have you been? Let me ask you this: have you been keeping up with Travis Hunter? He won the Heisman.
So I didn't watch the Heisman ceremony, and I didn't know if he won it because I kept seeing so many people talking about controversy wrapped around it. And then something about his fiance or something. Like, what is going on with all of this?
Hey, listen, bro. Okay, so he won the Heisman. But listen, for man, maybe this whole football season, I found, bro, that the internet absolutely hates his girl, bro. Absolutely hates his girl, though, man. And I've never seen someone's significant other hated that much. I'm not gonna say for no reason, but listen.
You're gonna have me looking this girl.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So what happened is this, right? So Travis Hunter, he said that what ended up happening is that she said that when she first got with Travis Hunter, Travis was in high school, right? And she was in college. She was like a freshman in college, right? So she was like a year older than him. So she said Travis didn't drink, he don't party and everything like that, he don't smoke. So she said that basically bro she'll go to parties, right? And he would just be sitting out in the car, like waiting for her to get done partying. And then you think, all right, you going to college parties, you out here, and it almost made it seem like she's out here getting wasted out here. Generally, you think of partying, you got dudes hollering. So you talking to all these dudes, and he's just basically sitting out in the car waiting for you. She basically also said at some point that she told it in some other story, man, that she wasn't that he tried to holler at her. She wasn't really feeling them or whatever. And then she said it was like one of her homegirls had to tell her, "Oh, that's Travis Hunter, he gonna be an NFL player, blah, 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 blah. So then people was like, bro, don't even realize it feel like she's with him because, yeah, she said she didn't find him attractive, she wasn't with him. And with him now that he's like, he's gonna be NFL Travis Hunter, basically, all right? So I don't know how, but I don't know if he was. I guess he was apparently with her even when he was at Jackson State. But he's out in Colorado now, so she comes to some of the games and everything, right? But I think that what was wild is that they was at the game and people always want to take pictures of them, and she was just like, "I'm so over this," and people actually went to where they're reading her lips, right? Like, "I'm so over this," and he was like, "What? Like, what do you mean? I got to take pictures. This is what I got to do." Blah 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 blah. And so people are just looking at him like, bro, you don't realize that this is it looks like this is a clear. This chick is with you because you're going to the NFL. Basically, she don't really rock with you. And then there was this thing that that they was supposed to be having a baby. It's weird because people are like, bro, ain't nobody giving this man the game on this girl yet. And he would defend her, bro. He would defend his girl, bro. And it's wild because people say, somebody said, I know what it is. I know exactly what it is. Says, this is the girl that Travis Hunter lost his virginity to, bro. This had to be. He never had no baddies. And this is the first one. And he said he defends her to the point where he said, everybody has had them. He said everybody has had a time where they've had this little delusional. Hey, I'm back. Y'all don't know. He said, y'all don't know her like I know her, bro. Y'all need to stop talking about my girl on this podcast. He said it, and it's just making it look bad, though, bro. And I'm just dying laughing. But people hate her, bro. I don't know why. People absolutely hate this girl, though, bro. Yeah. Absolutely do.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's funny. But he did win the Heisman, and he gave a very, very emotional, heartfelt speech. You could tell it was very contrite, very sincere. Talked about, what was his motivations this whole time, though, man. It was a very, very impressive, though, man. I mean, very, very impressive. I am curious, though, bro, because I see everybody has him rated as the number one player that's coming into this draft, the number one player, although he might not be the number one draft pick, right? They're curious to see, is he going to play wide receiver or is he going to play cornerback? And I'm kind of curious.
I think they'll probably let him do a little bit of both. I mean, the thing is, I haven't seen it done since, I don't remember anybody doing it since Dion. But, I think that if he'll probably get a couple of reps, I mean, it's really going to depend what teams are looking for. Like you said, what they want him for. That would be interesting to see what teams actually want, what they want of him. Because, yeah.
Some people say that he would be a better cornerback. What I think is this, though. I think this is the way I look at it. Is if you draft him and you line him up against your best cornerback, and if he beats your best cornerback, he needs to play wide receiver. But at the same time, if he doesn't beat your best cornerback, and you put him at cornerback, and he shuts down your best wide receiver, he needs to play cornerback, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. And but listen, if he goes out there and beats your best wide receiver and your best corner, you got to play him in both. The problem is that the more plays he gets, the more he's going to subject himself to injury just because the chance. You got more plays, you're going to be more prone to if you're playing both sides of the field. And I think that I do think that in the NFL, it's going to be a clear cut because everywhere he's played at so far, he's just been the more superior athlete, right? And that's not to say that he's going to get to the NFL and then not be the case. But more than likely, there are going to be people that's going to be equal his talent level, right? I would be surprised, right, if you see Travis Hunter out there getting shutting down Justin Jefferson, right, and then also beating his best cornerback. Like, if you do that, you next level. And so I just think that the likelihood of that, I don't know, bro. But listen, but you put him out there and you got him out there playing 200 some snaps on both sides of the ball. Nah, bro, that boy gonna get hurt out there at some point.
Yeah, but I think you put him in for packages. You know what I'm saying? Like
You can
you
put him
don't.
for packages.
Yeah, I can see that as a diversion because you if you put him out there, then eyes gonna be on him, and boom, an explosive play happens. So it can work.
But if you're telling me, if they're telling me that they expect that Travis Hunter is going to be a Jamar Chase type of wide receiver, he's going to be a true number one. And listen, if I'm him, because line me up at wide receiver, because at the end, the wide receivers are the ones making all the money, and these DBs ain't making money like that.
Yeah,
So if I'm him, put me at wide receiver, bro.
yeah, yeah. What shows you caught up on?
Um, Now I think I'm caught up on everything. I gotta watch the latest episode of The Agency, which I didn't know that was produced by George Clooney.
Yeah, I saw that in the credits.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I gotta peep that, and
I'm halfway through the episode.
yeah, I think I'm pretty much caught up. I meant to ask you, do you watch The Jackal?
Nah,
Oh man,
what is
listen.
that on?
It's on Peacock.
Okay,
It's on Peacock. So you remember the movie The Jackal, though, right?
nah.
Oh man. So the movie The Jackal is Bruce Willis, and Bruce Willis is basically like a hitman. And so his thing is he adopts different like outfits, costumes, and lives and everything like that to kind of get closer to whoever he's gonna be picking off or whatever. So this dude is kind of the same way, except that he basically goes a bit further than the Bruce Willis Jackal, where he wears like different costumes, makeup. He's like the white version of my boy Lupin, the movie that was the black dude on there, except that he's a hitman though, basically. So he has all these different things, and so yeah, so he goes through, and you're watching his story about how he got into it. You first see him just as a hitman, and then they kind of do a flashback of how he got into it, where the storyline's going. Dope series though, bro. Real dope.
All
Yeah,
right.
it's episodic, so it doesn't get released. It's on a weekly basis though, and I think that if I'm not mistaken, it comes out on Tuesday. So I gotta watch the latest episode of Lioness and Agency though.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm halfway through the new episode of the agency, but I didn't finish it.
yeah.
I've been watching Average Joe on Netflix with Dion Cole.
Hmm. How is it?
It's really good. To me, it's like, did you ever watch the Ozark?
No. So I watched 2 episodes of Ozark, and that was it.
Okay. Well, it's like that, except for it's black. It's like the black version of the Ozarks. Because I mean, each episode's kind of intense. Like every time you feel like something is resolved and something else happens, it's really suspenseful. It's really good. I'm enjoying it. Cup tonight, the Emirates Cup finals tonight. Thunder versus the Bucks. Who you got?
I just,
Hold on, because it froze up or something.
yeah, I don't know what happened on that. I just want to watch the game. The fact that it's the Emirates Cup don't matter. It's just the court looks doper. But I am going to watch the game, and this is funny to me because I haven't watched an NBA game, a full NBA game, in quite some time, though, bro. So I am looking forward to watch. And what I think is interesting to me is that I'm watching it because again, these are like you hate watching the Bucks,
I hate
right?
watching the Bucks.
I don't mind watching the Bucks. I don't mind watching the Bucks. The thing that I hate when the Bucks get into the 3-point shooting, though, bro.
Well, they're gonna be trying to do that because if we start hitting like we was hitting against Dallas, if we play like we played against Dallas, the Bucks don't have a chance. If we play like we played against Houston, then they would have a chance. So the second half we turned up, but yeah. If we play like we play against Dallas, it's over.
Listen,
Early.
I don't listen. I don't. I just want to watch the game. Like to me, Giannis is one of the players that I like to watch play. I don't like I said. I don't care to watch all the 3-point shots. To me, what I love about Giannis is this. Giannis is 6'10", and has a 7'6" wingspan or whatever it is. He gonna dunk it every single time if he get a chance to dunk it, and I like that because I figure that for me, if I was Giannis's height and Giannis's size, that's exactly how I would play basketball. That's the reason why I personally like Giannis. Um, and like I said, I like Shea because he is all about the three ball, even though he take him to keep you honest. And I think that he takes his three ball as a means to make you get up on him more so that he can get past you for his midi and layup package, though, bro. So I like I said, just two players that I particularly like watching play, and I'm just hoping that the game's good though. But the fact that it's a cup game, that doesn't matter.
I
I
mean, I
still
get
don't
that.
get the significance of
I
it.
mean, well, I don't either, but my boys can get paid, so that's what I'm happy about. They can get
Yeah,
five.
that's true. I
That's
get that.
so. I think I don't like Dame on the Bucks. It's just I don't like that at all. And I get it.
No,
I don't. And I get it. They suppose ain't they like the highest the highest
highest score
duo?
duo in the NBA.
Eh, eh. I don't like him on
It
the Bucks.
makes sense. So I'm gonna be honest with you though, bro. It makes sense the Dame and Giannis duo to me because to me that means that if you got Dame and Dame can shoot it so well and from so far out that it gives Giannis more spacing on the floor, right? Because he can do his thing and he don't got to worry about the help because he can kick it out deep. And you already got Brook Lopez, who's going to be standing outside the 3-point line anyway. I'm not mad in concept. In concept, the Bucks should work because you got Chris Middleton. Whenever he's 100%, and when he's looking healthy, his mid range and his shots is good. He's cool. And you got, Brook Lopez, he's spacing you out. Dame spacing you out. Giannis banging in the middle. Um, the Bucks make sense, bro. It's Doc Rivers, bro.
I
It's
was just
Doc
about to
Rivers.
ask you, is Doc off the hot seat? Because them boys been on the road.
No, he's not. No, he's not off the hot seat, bro. And like I said, he's not to me. He's gonna get off the hot seat because the NBA will never let Doc Rivers let him
Well, they
let
winning
him go.
though. They winning. Like in the beginning of the season, they was looking at the Bucks like, what is going on? And they have turned the corner. They were saying the same thing about the 76ers, except for the 76ers just they can't get past the injuries. But the Bucks actually turned the corner and started winning. So that's why I'm like, they ain't talking about Doc no more.
And listen, you brought up Joel and the Sixers. Joel be hurt again. And listen, bro.
That fracture, this orbital fracture or whatever.
And listen, bro. I don't know. You know, it's crazy. It's just to me. I just don't remember. Maybe this has always been the case, and maybe it's just a matter of recency where it's a big taboo kind of trendy thing to talk about. Because you think about that, Joel Embiid, um, Zion, Paul George, but you got all-star level players that were out of the league for injuries, right? Now, John Morant's back and he's playing, but even then, last year, when you want to talk about it, you had LaMelo Ball that was also out. You had Melo Ball that was what's the other brother ball? Brother was out as well.
Lonzo.
And like I guess I do remember, like there's always been great players who have been out for injury, but bruh, like I'm just sitting here looking at these, and then these are guys who I think it's one thing you have star players, but these are guys who were supposed to be transcendent players. Like Zion being out for as long as he's been out, bro, it's just like I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's just disgusting though. They talk about his hamstring. Now he came back to meet his weight clause, but now his hamstring is out, and they say it don't even like he's anywhere close to being back. And so I'm just thinking, like, dang, bro, it's gonna be out for another whole season, though, man. And ever since he got his back contract, they said that this dude has only played close to like 30% of his games, though, man. Available games. It's terrible.
Yeah, they need to move on from him, bro.
Listen, at this point, right? If you get rid, so this is my thing. You don't want to pay Bi. I don't know why they don't want to pay Bi, but You trade Bi. The minute that you trade Bi, you might as well trade Zion and trade CJ McCollum. Get all of them and out of there and start over with ASAP though, bro. Because Zion ain't the answer though, bro. He ain't, and he's good when he's out there, but he ain't the answer. And listen, part of it is that the question, that the problem I think that people have with Zion is the fact that people questions his commitment to being healthy, and that's a whole different thing though, bro.
They
Get
need to
him
go
out
ahead
there.
and
I'm trying.
just go ahead and tank, bro, and try to get Cooper Flag, bro.
Yes, or Ace Bailey out of Atlanta. He cold, bro. I'm trying to tell you, Ace Bailey might be better than Cooper Flag. Yeah,
I don't,
yeah, he like that.
I don't
He
keep
one
up
of
with
them ones.
college like that. So yeah.
Oh man, listen, this draft is gonna be the draft to make up for the last 3 years, bro.
Okay.
I think the people in this draft are gonna be better than like Cade Cunningham. I think they're gonna be better than. It's gonna be the best draft I think since Ant-Man got drafted #1.
Okay.
It's gonna be like that. Yeah, dudes just like that in this one.
Texas and
And what
Clemson.
we do about? Well, I listen. I want Texas to win so bad. It's ridiculous, though.
I do too.
Yeah, I want them to win so bad. That's all I know. That's all I got to say about it.
All
I
right.
just want us to win so bad.
Okay.
What? Let me answer this though. What are we doing about Remy Ma?
Nothing, bro. Like, so what are okay? Let me see specifically what you're referring to because we might not be talking about the same thing.
So Remy Ma. It came out that she apparently was sliding out on the boy Papoose. Everybody was up in arms because everybody had Papoose and Remy Ma. There's black love. They went and had a baby together. She was locked up. The boy Papoose stayed down with her. And then boom, he gets on. She gets on now. Fast forward some years, and this happens. Now, what's wild about that is that she apparently, what's up?
Allegedly.
No, this was factually on this. So we ain't got to throw allegedly out there. So she was messing around with Easy the Black Captain. Battle rap. I'm a battle rap guy. So this is very surprising to me, right? That she's messing around with a battle rapper. All right. So she's messing around with this battle rapper, and apparently now what's alleged, I don't think it's even alleged. This is factual as well. Said the boy Papoose even caught up on, ran up on homeboy, put the beats on him, right? For good measure. And then he's like, all right, I'm done. So now Papoose has moved on. He's apparently talking to Clarissa Shields, female boxer. And now Remy is still trying to basically say she at first like she wanted to get him back and everything like that. And Papoose is like, nah. So now she's kind of throwing some dirt, throwing some salt out there, putting it out there in the atmosphere that maybe Papoose was sliding out on her when she was locked up, and he ain't like y'all would like think he is. And but then was saying some words for Clarissa Shields. Clarissa Shields is like, hey, what you say? Because I got these hands over here. Set it up. If you got a problem with this one over here, we can handle that over here. Now it's funny because Remy Ma is supposedly like everybody always looked at her like she was the Broad Street bully when it comes to females. Like she beat chicks up. That was her MO, right? And so it's like, yo, you might have regular chicks, but you don't want them kind of problems, though. And so Clarissa Shields, like, you say something because you could get these hands, basically, though. They rated E for everybody, right? And so I think that that's where it comes to where it's like, Remy Ma still just, I think that Papoose is trying to go ahead and get the divorce. Remy Ma is apparently fighting the divorce, but on top of her fighting the divorce, she's also kind of had these back and forths with these. And it's almost like people are kind of like, listen, you already kind of got yourself looking bad out here that, I'm saying, you was everybody's symbol. Oh, that's what a man is supposed to do. You go to jail, he holds you down, you good with him, you get married, you have kids, and you live this good life, and then scared. You done broke all these people hard because now you done slid out on this man who, again, everybody says they want them a papoose, right? The one to stay faithful, and then you slip out on him like that. So yeah. So my question to you, are we showing Remy Ma grace? What are we doing with her, bro?
I think that all is fair in love and war because the thing is that until they divorce, that's still her husband. You know what I'm saying? And so she, because the story I heard was Papoose got caught up on the phone with Clarissa. And like he fell asleep on the phone with her, and that left the phone open. So Remy Ma was hitting her with the, texting her back from the phone or whatever like that. And so then of course Clarissa was like, "Hey, how you like falling asleep on the phone with me? You can't handle your situation. Like you the one that's got the situation. I don't got no situation. You need to handle that, basically." So that's kind of the stuff that I heard. But like I said, until they divorce, as much grace as we gave Cardi and Offset, I got to get them the same grace.
Listen, let me tell you what makes this grace a little different. What makes this one a little different is that there was a picture where on Christmas for last year, right? That Remy is posted up with the boy at his house, apparently. The boy Easy, the black cat, at his house. They out here looking like they got matching pajamas on, taking pictures in front of the Christmas tree on Christmas Day. Like couple stuff, bro. And that's the stuff that's making Remy Ma look bad. Like you're saying this as if these pictures ain't out there. Now, this is the part that also from a battle rap perspective, right? So it's like for battle rap, it's like Easy has to deal with that. Every single opponent that he steps into that stage with is gonna bring that up. He already got roasted real bad about it, real bad with the homie Geechee Gotti, and he did that at one of Remy's events in front of Remy. He's roasting both of them though, bro, and it was epic. I think it even made like Shade Room and Baller Alert all that though. I think that on this note, Grace, this is beyond giving grace. I think Remy needs to just stand down. She needs to fall back on this one, and just she's making the L look bad. She's making herself look bad, and I can't give grace to somebody who isn't looking graceful.
But if they're separated and they're both out there with different people, then what's the difference?
He's filed for the divorce, and she is pushing back. So they're no longer together. I don't think they live in the same house. They are completely separated.
But
they just haven't finalized their divorce.
But that's what I'm saying.
So you say it's fair because that's her husband.
That's 100%. Because until they are divorced, they can get back together and see all the slander and everything else that people are saying. Then what they gonna look like if he decides to get back with her? Then what you gonna say? Because you can't take back all the stuff you said.
It's still gonna make her look that much better. I mean, it's gonna make her look that much worse.
But
it's gonna make her look worse.
She ain't gonna care though, because she got her husband back. If that's what she wants. It's like I said, we watch this circle happen with.
It's gonna make Papoose look like the second coming of Jesus if he gets if it becomes public that she's cheated on him. He beat the boy up, right? They go through their spat, all for them to get back together. It's gonna look like he has a level of forgiveness that only Jesus can strive for, bro.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is, like I said, we watched Cardi until we saw that the divorce was final. We watched them two do the most to each other on social media, and they got back. And that's what I'm saying. We said all these things defending Cardi, and we want to protect Cardi, this and that, and she got right back with him. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, until them papers is signed, bro, I'm just like, all is fair in love and war.
What you got going on for the week, bro?
Man, for the week, I have a project I'm working on that I can't speak on. I was so close to saying it. So I have a project that I'm working on, but I will say, because I made it public, that I have a single dropping on Christmas Eve called "Back for Christmas." So I'm super excited about it. And that's really all I can say about what I got going on.
It must have been so secret because as soon as you said that, the Wi-Fi went out, and I think your screen went black, and I don't think nobody heard what you said.
All y'all need to know is I got a single dropping on Christmas Eve called "Back for Christmas." That's all y'all need to know.
And man, I think that for me, I think that I'm finally doing the final masters for. Actually, I got to record one final version of a song, and it's a wrap for this EP though, bro. That I'm excited about. And yeah. I needed it because I put out so many songs that were supposed to be on the EP. I still wanted to have more fresh songs to it. So yeah, I got the one that I wanted to say this is gonna be it though. The good thing about it though, man, is that a lot of the songs that are gonna be on there through, of course, the Red Light mic drops. I've gotten some really good feedback on them. So some people are like, yo, when is this gonna be out for me to listen to? So I'm very excited about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I got for the week.
I've had some inner circle people listen to the single. They are very excited about it. I've gotten some good compliments, some good feedback on it. So I'm really excited about this one. It is pretty different. But I'm excited for this direction of where I'm going musically. So yeah. Well, look, man, from ATL to OKC, we are the Slash Brothers. We appreciate y'all watching, and especially on the playback. And we will see y'all next time.
Peace.
It doesn't matter what your name
The
is.
Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast of all time. The Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast.
Can you
of
dig
all
it,
time.
sucker?
Yep.